reinforces the laws of pilgrimage. The rites were instituted by Abraham and for all Muslims, as they perform the pilgrimage. The event is a way to return to the perfection of Abraham's faith. Just as Medina is referred to as the city of the Prophet Muhammad, or simply the city of Muhammad, Makkah is frequently cited as the city of Abraham because Abraham's reformation of the monotheistic faith is believed to have taken place in Makkah. Likewise, Islamic belief links the original sanctuary of Al-Aqsa in the old city of Jerusalem to Abraham. Significant mosque in Islam, that is the Mosque of the Kaaba in the Hijazi city of Makkah, is believed to date to the time of Abraham and Ishmael. The Maqam station of Abraham, which is believed by Muslims to contain his footprints near the Kaaba in a Masjid al-Haram, Masjid al-Aqsa, also known as the Temple Mount, Old City of Jerusalem in Sham, is also believed to date to the lifetime of Abraham. Suhuf of Hazrat Al-Rahim, the Quran refers to certain scrolls of Abraham. All Muslim scholars have generally agreed that no scrolls of Abraham survive, and therefore this is a reference to a lost body of scripture. The scrolls of Abraham are understood by Muslims to refer to certain revelations Abraham received, which he would have then transmitted to writing. The exact contents of the revelation are not described in the Quran. The 87th chapter of the Quran, Surah Al-Alaq, concludes by saying the subject matter of the surah has been in the earlier scriptures of Abraham and Moses. It is slightly indicative of what were in the previous scriptures, according to Islam. So, always remind with the Quran, even if the reminder is beneficial only to some of Allah, will be mindful of it. But it will be shunned by the most wretched, who will burn in the greatest fire, where they will not be able to live or die. Successful indeed are those who purify themselves, remember the name of their Lord, and pray. But your deniers only prefer the life of this world, even though the hereafter is far better and more lasting. This is certainly mentioned in the earlier scriptures, the scriptures of Abraham and Moses. Surah Al-Njm mentions some more subject matters of the earlier scriptures of Abraham and Musa, Moses. Or has he not been informed of what is in the scripture of Moses and that of Abraham, who perfectly fulfilled his covenant? No soul burdened with sin will bear the burden of another. Each person will only have what they endeavor towards, and that the outcome of degree their endeavors will be seen in their record, fully rewarded. And that to your Lord alone is the ultimate return of all things. He is the one who brings about joy and sadness, he who gives life and causes death. And he created the pairs males and females, when it is emitted. And it is upon him to bring about recreation. And he is the one who enriches and impoverishes. And he alone is the Lord of Sirius. And he destroyed the first people of Ad, and then Thamud, sparing no one. And before that he destroyed the people of Noah, who were truly far worse in wrongdoing and transgression. And it was he who turned the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah upside down. How overwhelming was what covered them. Now, which of your Lord's favors will you dispute? This prophet is a warner like earlier ones. The approaching hour has drawn near. None but Allah can disclose it. Do you find this revelation astonishing? Laughing at it and not weeping in awe, while persisting in heedlessness. Instead, prostrate to Allah and worship Him alone. Yet some scholars suggested it to be a reference to the Sefer Yetzirah, as Jewish tradition generally ascribed its authorship to Abraham. Other scholars, however, wrote of a certain testament of Abraham, which they explained was available at the time of Muhammad. It contains numerous references to Abraham, his life, prayers, and traditions, and has a dedicated chapter named Al-Rahim. On a relevant note, Surah Al-Kahf was revealed as an answer from Allah to the Jews who inquired of Muhammad about past events. Here Allah directly instructed Muhammad in Surah Al-Kahf not to consult the Jews for verifying the three stories about which they inquired. Some will say they were three, their dog was the fourth, while others will say they were five. Their dog was the sixth, only guessing blindly. And others will say they were seven and their dog was the eighth. Say, O Prophet, my Lord knows best their exact number. Only a few people know as well. So do not argue about them except with sure knowledge, nor consult any of those who debate about them. The reason being Allah declaring He Himself is relating what needs to be verified in another verse of Al-Kahf. We relate to you, O Prophet, their story in truth. They were youths who truly believed I, their Lord, and we increased them in guidance. Made in. Regarding consultation with the people of the book, it is also narrated by Abu Huraira in Hadith. Narrated Abu Huraira, the people of the scripture, Jews, used to recite the Torah in Hebrew and they used to explain it in Arabic to the Muslims. On that Allah's apostle said, do not believe they, people of the scripture, or disbelieve them, but say, we believe in Allah and what is revealed to us. Therefore, relating to any ascription of the scrolls of